If you haven't been getting the kinds of results that you want in sales, have you ever considered that it might be your mindset holding you back? I'm Julia Pimsler, scaling coach and sales trainer, and I wanted to talk today about the mindset piece of selling. If you Google sales mindset, you're going to get thousands of results of videos on YouTube and blog posts and memes to help keep you on track and get your mindset going for sales. But most of them aren't going to teach you very practical, tactical things that you can do. And that's what today is all about. You don't have to go on a $10,000 3-day retreat to boost your mindset. There are some simple things that you can do to shift your mindset around sales that'll make a huge difference right away. What I've seen in my sales training programs is that often women don't realize that the reason they don't love sales is they have some mindset blocks around it. What I've typically heard is, I don't love selling. I feel like it's being pushy. I feel like I'm being aggressive. We have a lot of socialization that when we're selling, it's kind of the part we want to get over with about our business. Like it's this icky part that we have to just get past before we can do the part we love, which is serving our clients and customers. If that rings any bells, you might have some mindset issues around sales. And it's not your fault. We were socialized this way. Not exactly sure why, but we're undoing it bit by bit. And it's definitely keeping us small. It's keeping us from putting ourselves out there, from making that extra phone call to a client who might be a perfect fit for you, to going live on social media, to pushing out emails and making sure you're doing all the things to be found by your customers. Because at the end of the day, people need your products and services. So when you're selling, you're not being pushy or aggressive. You're just sharing your gifts and talents with the world. It's really that simple. So let me teach you a simple mindset shifting thing that you can do to get rid of that I'm being icky or pushy or aggressive feeling. I've even heard women say that when they're doing the selling part, they feel out of integrity, like they're literally lying or something, when in fact, sales is just the first conversation with your client or customer. All of this applies to B2B and B2C. It applies to business because even if you're selling to a national retail chain, you're still talking to a person. You still need to get that buyer to want to buy from you. And B2C, it's all highly relevant because, of course, if you get on a call hating this part, that's going to come through on the call and you're not going to close that deal very often. So this is the number one mindset shifting hack I teach women in my sales programs. And I'm going to give you a little quick preview of it here. It's called T-Bear. It's an acronym I made up, and it's to help you change your thoughts so you can get different results. Now, when we want different results, like more sales, we're tempted to just take different actions. We might see other people, like competitors, getting different results and think, well, I'll just do what they're doing. But that usually doesn't work. And here's why. Whatever results they're getting and the actions they're taking to get those results go back to thoughts that they had and beliefs they held. So the quickest way to get new results is to change your thoughts. I'm going to break it down for you. The first letter of T-Bear, this thought-changing mindset hack, is thoughts. Any thought you have over and over again becomes a belief. That's the B. And a belief has either a positive emotion attached to it or a negative emotion attached to it. Depending which one it is, if it's a belief with a very positive emotion, you're going to take lots and lots of actions. But if it's a belief with a negative emotion attached to it, you'll take very little action, or you might even sabotage yourself. And then you get the results that go with that. So let's think how this might unfold in a sales situation. Let's say you were raised in a family where people don't really talk much about money. And in fact, you have an uncle who is a super successful businessman, but every time his name came up in the family, they were like, oh, he's so pushy. He's always trying to sell. Whenever he's around, I'm like, I better keep my hand on my wallet. So the thought you might have from hearing that over and over again as a child is selling is pushy, selling is sleazy. Maybe you can make a lot of money, but then I'll be like Uncle Jack, we'll call him, and everyone will be saying bad stuff about me behind my back. So that's going to lead to a belief that selling is sleazy and something that makes people not like you. That has a pretty negative emotion attached to it. I'm sure you'd agree. So when something has a negative emotion, do you take lots of action or very little action? That's right, very little action. So how many cold emails are you going to be sending out if you think selling is sleazy? How many former clients are you going to be calling? How many workshops are you going to be creating to attract just the right customer? And then you'll get the sales results that go with that. So if you want to change your results in sales, I want you to think about changing your thoughts. You have to go all the way back and change that first piece of the chain, and then the rest of the chain will follow, just like dominoes. Let me stop the screen share. I've seen such incredible results with women making that one shift of getting rid of that thought that sales is sleazy or pushy. In our program, we help women think about selling more as serving, more as helping your client, not something you're doing to them, but something you're doing with them to help them get a result. And that mindset shift, plus the method we teach them, the Sales Cure, which is our acronym for our proprietary method. CURE stands for Connect, Uncover, Recognize, Explain. That combination of the shift in mindset and having a method you can use every time is what has helped women close $30,000 deals, $60,000 deals, $100,000 deals, sometimes just within 2 weeks of learning these new tactics. So if you want to check that out, I'll put up the banner here so you can find our programs. We have Sales Cure and Sales Cure Live. You can find them on our website at millionwomen.com. Sales Cure is a DIY digital course. Do it on your own time in 3 to 5 hours. And Sales Cure Live, you get live coaching with me and to learn sales in a cohort with other women. But even if you don't sign up with us, I encourage you to start using T-Bear in your own life and see how you can shift your mindset. I would say take out a piece of paper or a note in your phone and just write TBEAR, vertically like that. And then think about the thoughts that you have over and over again about sales. What beliefs have that led to? What emotions are attached? What actions have you been taking or not taking? And what are the results of those actions? If you think you can make those shifts by yourself, go for it. That's great. And if you can't, reach out to us, set up a call, and we're happy to think about next steps with you, whether or not that's working with us in one of our programs. We always love to talk to women who are scaling up and trying to shift their mindset and grow their businesses. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you right back here soon. And until then, stay brave, go big, and use T-Bear to shift your thoughts and get better results.